Hi, guys, and welcome to Gartsy. As you know, we do a lot on the glamorous artsy lifestyle. That's what Gartsy is about. And good day to you, and thank you for joining us. Uh, I'm here in St. Anne's, and we're getting ready to talk with Jackie Hinkson, who did a lot of murals relating to the Carnival experience. And going way back, you would find out that Jackie Hinkson once a teacher at Queen's Royal College way back in his 80s today, and really does everything from sculptural work to murals. Now, this is not a permanent, I believe. It's just a structural, almost like a street mural uh, effort made by Jackie Hinkson himself and installed here so that you could take a look at some of his work here in St. Anne's, Trinidad. I hope you guys could hear me fine. So hope I'm coming through, okay? And so we will talk to Jackie Hinkson in a second about his work. And while we were doing a walk through, I believe it was around the savannah, off the savannah there, we ran into the Archbishop's his residence. And we saw a lot of Jackie Hinkson's work over there. So we're just here now to take a look at some more of his work and to talk to him directly about his inspiration. A lot of this is sort of like about Carnival. So we're gonna hear more from him in a second. So we're just in St. Anne's here, taking a look at it, some of the work he has done. Hi, good day. Good day, good day. So these t-shirts here, these t-shirts are available for sale. They are available for sale, the t-shirts. Yes. T-shirts, yes, but I have very limited amounts left. I have very limited amounts, so guys, yeah. And this exhibition is going to be up here until the weekend. We're taking it down on Monday. On Monday. Monday is the 11th? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So it's mainly here till 11th. And you can see some of the we, these are limited edition prints. Now we often bump into Jackie while we are filming Carnival, um, whatever events, and he would always be there sketching and doing things like that. He's a fellow artist, so I really wanted to highlight some of his work as well. And each of the prints come with a certificate, say what number they are, and that they are genuine prints. Okay, great. All right, thank you. I'm gonna take a walk around. Down, and it goes onto the main road as well. Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna. There's Jackie Hinkson himself. We're gonna talk to him in a second, guys. This is a man of great knowledge, especially about the arts here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think Jackie is one of the guys in Trinidad that is actually doing a very good job in documenting our culture. And different to me, I'm an abstractionist. He is more a realist, realist, but yeah, real illustrated uh, works of art. So we're gonna take a look and we'll talk to him a little bit more about his work. Guys, this is going to be very exciting, I'm telling you. We've seen a lot of the inspiration from Carnival. As we come off of Carnival, these are some of people whose work are inspired by Carnival. So it's good to see. We're going to go down this side and then come back up the other side. See all the murals. It's a lot of murals. It's going all the way down to the main road. I want to get involved and see some of them. And then we'll walk some with him so he can tell us what's inspired him and how these relate to Carnival. I see a lot of things, even dealing with the Israel flag and a play on words in the end that I saw there. It was quite interesting. You know, Sign make us great again. We have a guy with a Kaiso hat. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a bit because we're going to walk it again with him. So, got a chance to take a look at what he has done and hear it from the man himself, Jackie Hinkson. Hello, LL. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome again to Gartsy. Okay, so we're on Fisher Avenue, which is of the main branch. It's good, very good. So all up to the main road, you can see these murals. Huh? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, you were there. Exactly. And oh, that's what it was. I remember. You were working security that day. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you for giving us that opportunity. Yeah, I didn't want to highlight you too much at that time. I know it was like, I said, I don't want to talk. I see it on TV. No, no, it is on our channel, Gartsy. It's on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. So once we took a walk through Ellerslie Plaza, and the security guard allowed us to go through and view Ellerslie Plaza. So we just ran into him again by just walking around, and he remembered me. All right. We were happy for that opportunity that day. Anyhow, today is about Jackie Hinkson. It's hard to see the work because if I step too far out, I'm zoomed out as far as I can. If I step too far out, I'm going to be in the road. It's kind of hard to see it properly. Oh, we will. Hi, Marcia. Yes. Good evening to you as well. All right. So we're going to go back. Oh, there's even more on the other side. This guy paints so quickly and he does so much work, and his work is everywhere in the country, and it really helps to document, from an artist's perspective, the country that we live in. All right, good, good man. Yeah. So you live around here, huh? Yeah, I live in Trinidad. Okay, cool, man. Cool. All right, thank you. Yeah. So such a small place, but such a large place at the same time. We often run into people over and over again. And never know when you'll see them again. But this is, if I could probably step in the road a bit here, we'll see. All right, let's go talk to Jackie himself. This is enough. Enough looking around, and more people are coming, and he is going to get very busy. And so, hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah, yeah, a little, just a little bit. You came to check out the exhibition? Oh, you on the street too? Okay, okay. I see you everywhere, you know? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you lived here too. Okay, some more work from Jackie Hinkson. All right, you too. Thank you. His work is so distinct. Very, crude brushstrokes, very gestural, but at the same time, you get the information and you get the message. Doesn't really take too long on an image. Very gestural, you could see. Just enough to make that sailor look like a sailor. Just enough brushstrokes to do that. You have a mic. So again, I like to show different aspects of our culture. Uh, yeah, I know we have a lot of creative people in a lot of different ways. Um, And this is one of the creative people here in Trinidad, artist Jackie Hinkson. I'll be right back down. Let me go past him here. Let's go up to this one and then we'll come back to Jackie. All right, so how are they outside all the time? Well, pretty much these are prints of the work. So they're not the actual mural there. This one in particular, it's a print of the work. All right, so get back here and I walk up quicker. I know it's hard to see everything. There's even another one up there. It seems like I'm doing my exercise today. And imagine he was painting all of this. I can't even walk all of it. All right, so we have a sculptural piece. It's done. And this looks like about 9 feet tall of piece. Over here we have another piece. This work. I mean, this small piece looks like about at least 10 feet across, if not 12. All right. Okay, very gestural, illustrative approach to documenting the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. All right, let's get down there and talk to Jackie now. I've never done an interview with Jackie, so this is going to be quite interesting. So how are you guys doing today? Carnival may be over, but we still have a lot of ground to cover. And we're going to cover a lot of ground. A lot of different cultural aspects of Trinidad and Tobago. A lot to deal with the arts. We're going to do it all. Let's get a mic for Jackie. Okay. All right. Okay, all right, yeah, no problem, no problem. Go get rid of that. All right. There you go. You have a garbage can right there. Right there. Okay, 1 second. I find my other. Oh, okay, they were hearing me in stereo. Okay, you can have this mic. Plug it. You can plug it in if you want to. You can push it right here. Just finish it a little. Pin it a little for me, and I'll put it right there. Oops. Gotta get to the top. Your neck hurts? Sciatic nerve there. A nerve there that. Yeah, it's giving you trouble, huh? Oh, sorry. All right, let's just put it up here. I'm sure they will hear you fine. Okay.
I can't hear you. Oh, you cost you, huh?
And you have to come to me. All right. Yeah, testing. Jackie, say hi to the people here. We're on a
Hi,
live.
all.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Can you hear Jackie fine? Can you hear him fine? This is on Fisher Street in St. Anne's. Okay. So we're walking around and looking at the murals that you have done. How long is this show up for?
Well, it's been up for a week and a half. On Sunday coming here will be the last full day.
Okay. Which it all comes down and goes.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens after with the
What
work?
happened? I stock them in my garage. I store them until next year.
Until next year. So every year you kind of do something similar in terms of this street?
Well, I put up more or less the same work with extension. Every year I add on another 70, 80 feet.
Oh my, oh
So,
gosh.
you know,
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
not the same repetitive thing, you
Right,
know.
exactly, exactly. Now, I'm looking at all of the works that you have done here. What exactly inspires the work? What informs it in your way?
All right. Well, inspiration is a massive word. Eh?
Right, exactly.
In the broadest sense of the word, everything that I or you or anyone for that matter experiences, observes, e- emotionally reacts to in life, locally, regionally, and all of that inspires and helps to form your vision of the human condition of society.
Right.
So that's the big inspiration.
Okay.
I suppose in a lesser sense, what inspires specifically this series is my notion that life is, and it's not by any means a unique notion, is that life is something like a passing parade. It's like a carnival band. It's like a stage in which we are all participants, actors, and so on.
Hmm.
So things that happen in the world and in my society that I see, I react to emotionally and intellectually, will appear in the storyline
Right.
in the form of a carnival band that is ongoing.
Right. Now, you've been painting for a number of years, and of course, you were also a teacher at Queen's Royal College
Yeah,
before
yeah,
leaving all of that behind to do full-time art.
yes.
So I commend you on. Really, it's a nice risk, but you took it, and it seemed to be working out for you. Now, in terms of where do you actually start with a piece? In terms of what I'm thinking is that yes, this a lot of this relates to Carnival, right? It's some of a theme
Mhm,
of
mhm,
cultural,
mhm,
this
mhm.
whole idea of a stage. But you're starting a piece. Do you start off with sketching, or do you just go to the canvas and you get working on it? How
No,
do you
I
get
start with sketches.
right?
I have a book there with the sketches
Right.
in it that I can show you.
Hmm.
Um, and what really got it started is that one year in the black and white mural, I produced a charcoal drawing of the reenactment of the Canboulay riots.
Mm.
And then I looked at it and said, there's a potential for a continuing story here. So I did another charcoal that, sequence to that, and it started to grow like that. And that's how I got the idea that of doing something on a continuing basis that has no end.
Hmm.
It's an ongoing band,
Hmm.
an ongoing parade. That is how the idea started and how it has been growing.
Right. And how many years ago you've been doing
Well,
this?
in a way, the very first one, which is out on the main road,
Mhm.
um, I started that around 22 years ago.
Wow.
The black and white I started in 2004. The rest of them have all been done in the past 10, 15 years,
Right.
the past 2 or 3 years, the
Mhm.
past year,
Right.
for that matter.
Mhm.
I don't work on them all year long, you know. I think about things for a long time, and then maybe a few months before Carnival, I worked out my sketches, and I
Mhm.
would start to execute the larger paintings.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Or do you have one piece that you, in particular, speaks of exactly, sort of encapsulate exactly what you want the series to be about that you want to talk about?
Not really, because it's an evolving thing. It's an evolving idea too.
Okay.
I mean, the black and white one tells the story of at emancipation
All right.
time,
Let's okay.
and
Let's
then
look
the
at.
Canboulay
Mhm.
riots, um, and the protests of the Canboulay riots, and how that led into that was early carnival then, all around that time, then annual festival, and then into early carnival costumes. that perhaps were reflected resistance to some degree, or mocking of upper classes, all that kind of thing. The whole story of Carnival is a complicated one, of course. I can't condense it in a few
Right.
words,
Exactly.
you know. So then this is now a parade of the traditional Carnival characters, you know, the Pierrot Grenade and the Dame Lorraine and the Stickmen, the Calendar and the Jab Jab with the whips and the bats and the dragons and the minstrels and you name it, the robbers and so on.
Right.
And then I said, you know, we have a story flowing here. So let me take it into steel band.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a carnival time, the steel band parade in the savannah with panorama and so on. So I have an image to represent that. And then Tuesday, of course, when the Tuesday mass takes over. And I always like to introduce some of the traditional architecture as a background because you know
Right.
it speaks of history and so on.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
And then I felt, look, I had enough of this story. Let me bring it to an end. So I ended up with a dramatic minstrel character.
Uh-huh.
And it so happened that some years ago, Beyonce was here at Carnival time.
Yeah.
And I said, let me end it with Beyonce. So there'll be a cutoff then, you know?
But it has a beat blinker on the end
Well,
there.
that was part of a B-Mobile commercial, the use of the word blink,
Right.
B-Mobile blink.
Right. Exactly.
So, you know, in a way, I'm starting to play with words there.
Right.
Beyonce, blink, you know, and
Yeah.
so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And that idea of playing with words and characters grew when I came into later ones.
Right. But why is this one in black and white versus oil? Because I've never seen many of your black and white. Well, I guess you worked a lot in black and white, but I
Mhm,
haven't seen
mhm,
them at this
mhm.
scale.
Well,
Why this one is in black and white
the
versus color?
reason is that this is the only one that is not painting on canvas. This actually
Is
is,
a
and
print.
these are enlarged prints of
Right.
charcoal drawings.
Right. Right. Right.
As it happens, because they are more susceptible, vulnerable to heat and sun and UV light,
Right.
I have every year I have to go with black and white paint, acrylic paint, and touch them up. So slowly the print is turning into a painting,
Yeah, it's
you know?
evolving like the rest of the work,
Yeah.
right?
But because it's an enlarged print of a charcoal drawing, which is black and white, this is black and white,
Right. Oh,
you
well,
know?
it has to be black and white because the charcoal.
Yeah, it's
I have
charcoal,
no
you know?
choice, right? But
Uh,
all right, let's look at this sculptural work you have done, and why is this? I know it's all about mural, but you included some of your sculptures as well.
yeah, well, it's, you know, the whole thing is, at some level, the entire thing is carnival inspired. As I
Okay.
say, it's a parade of a band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, life is a band parade.
But
And
tell.
because I do sculpture,
Uh-huh.
and because I had this character that comes out of Carnival,
Mm-hmm.
a fancy sailor, I thought it would fit in nice. It could come as a break.
Mm-hmm.
It could come as a contrast with the painting,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and just add to the whole presentation.
I tell you, you have the energy of that I wish I could have, because I know how difficult it is to hammer this thing and get this chiseled out. But at the end of the day, you need not only your neck is bad, but your hand and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
wrist
yeah,
and
back and
everything like that.
everything.
I don't think anyone that
And
really understands if they haven't done a sculptural piece how much hammering it takes
yeah,
to get this done. The pipe, I'm going to make fun of this pipe here. It's kind of a little longer, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's
Well,
going on with that?
part of the reason for that, one of the reasons is that that kind of exaggeration does take place in Carnival.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
I've seen
exactly.
sailors with
Right.
elongated
Right.
pipes
And
and so
big
on.
beards and stuff,
All that
artificial
kind
beard.
of
Right.
thing.
Right.
And two, you work in wood carving, you
Uh-huh.
work with the topography, if that's the right word, of the wood.
Right. The original structure of it.
Right.
Because you're not adding on anything. You're not
No,
gluing
no,
on.
no.
You're not using glues here.
You're just taking away. I've
Yeah,
forgotten the word we use.
subtractive process, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it so happened this piece of wood had a part that formed that came out.
Right.
So I said, well, look, because I studied the log of wood before I started
Exactly.
sketching,
That's the easiest way to start,
to
right?
use it,
To use it
to
as it
use it,
is. Yeah.
yeah, as fully as possible. I
Yeah.
don't, you don't impose an image on on a log of wood.
Right.
You work
With
with the
it.
wood, and
Yes.
in a way, the wood directs you.
Yeah.
So that is how come the pipe and the idea of exaggeration
Yeah.
came into being.
Oh, it's a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. I often like these. It really embodies how you sketch work. You're
Oh.
very gestural, and this has a gestural rough angle to it. Like you just rough up the pieces on them, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you rough them up, okay? And in the end, we have beauty. So let's go to well, there's more pieces up here, but any particular ones?
Well,
I want to point
some
out because there's so many and they're all gorgeous, guys. If you're down here on Fisher Avenue in St. Anne's before Monday, I think it comes on Monday,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
told. You definitely check this out. Now, this piece in particular, let's see,
This
right?
is a good one piece area to speak about here, because most people, unless you're 70 years and over, do not know what Lucky Jordan is and what bomb competition is.
Uh-huh.
Lucky Jordan sponsored a bomb competition downtown, well, up George Prince Street, somewhere in that area up there, years ago. And because it was called a bomb competition, and because it was linked with steel band, and because at the time Russia had invaded Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
I began to play with the words.
Mm.
So here's Lucky Jordan with a steel band bomb competition interwoven
Mm-hmm.
with the bomb competition of war. And it so happens that certainly in earlier steel bands, a lot of the steel bands were named after war events. So
Mm.
the Barjon band in Sackville Street in Coboton was known as the Red Army,
Right.
which is also the name of the Russian army.
Right.
Invaders were those who invaded.
Right.
Exodus were the people who were running from Ukraine to get away from the war.
Right.
And that's why he's carrying a Ukrainian flag.
Oh,
So
okay.
I interwove Red Army, invaders, Exodus with the idea of bomb and bomb competition, which of course is also war. It's
Right.
a kind of double entendre,
Double entendre, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And which is
play with words
And
kind of
that's what
thing.
we do in our culture, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
exactly,
from calypso to
exactly.
soca,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all about
yeah.
double entendre. Uh,
So all of that comes into when you ask me about the inspiration, or somebody was asking what inspires all of this, and
right, right, right. Yeah, it's a
I say,
word we
well,
like to ask. It's all right. Inspired, I don't know. It's just like it evolves,
I
right?
say, well, all of life,
Yeah,
all of life, and my emotional reaction to life inspires this,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And in a lesser sense of inspiration, or in a detailed sense, in the story,
Hmm.
ongoing events become also a minor inspiration,
Right.
you know. So if I want to make a reference to what is going on in the society, there's this thing called Wordle that everybody was playing a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
And apparently people still play this thing with words and fit in words and getting the letters. So it gave me an opportunity to get words like LGBT, pride, equal, trans,
Uh-huh.
all to fit together
Right,
in
right, right.
one thing.
Yeah.
Just to draw attention.
LGBTQ and pride. Yeah, same
Equal
amount of letters.
rights and
Equal,
trans, the whole thing.
equal, right. Yeah, that's true. All the same
And at
amount.
the time,
Yeah.
people attention was being drawn to what was happening in schools where there were a lot of fights and bullying and where there were gangs,
Uh-huh.
you know. And then on the national scene, all these court cases, who was right, seeking legal recourse, who was wrong, going into court. And it's just a way of playing with words
Right.
and playing with the visual potential of these things.
Now this is actual painting on canvas.
Yeah,
These are.
yeah, yeah,
The only one is the Campbellite one
yeah,
there that
yeah.
is a print. Because
Enlarged print.
I went to the Campbellite first and I was like, okay, this is a print, but I'm thinking, okay, to preserve this, it would all have to be kind of prints. But this actually can take a little bit of beating. This is an oil, is oil?
No, these are acrylic.
It's acrylics, okay.
What happens is, well, it's very expensive.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, each panel here blank cost me $2,000. So if I
right.
have 500 panels out here, you could work out the math of what all of this cost me.
Yeah, it's costly.
Um, but where was I? I was going to say, but UV light, the sun,
Yes,
and the rain, of course, will damage anything
right.
over a period of time. But since these are only up for a couple of weeks, you know,
You're safe to a certain
well,
degree.
to a degree. I
Yeah,
mean,
to a degree, you wouldn't see
before
it.
time goes by, I have to go and touch up and
Yeah,
strengthen and rework
yeah,
and so on.
yeah.
But
There was a piece down here that
uh
says Israel, which was Israel. And I thought it was like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know. I was
it's
driving up and
cleverness, really.
uh,
But I allow myself a little bit of cleverness in between,
yeah,
a little fun, if
yeah,
you wish. So I could be moving from a little fun to a joke to a little satire
yeah,
to a little recording to a little chronicling. So all of that can work inside the thing.
right, yeah.
So the sailor headpieces all refer to some current, because these sailors wore elaborate headpieces, all kinds of things.
But they don't do that anymore, right?
Very few,
Oh yeah, because yes,
very
yes, yes,
few,
yes, yes. Yes,
very few.
because even when we were in the Carnival Village, there was some of the sailors had like huge
Yeah,
headpieces,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They don't do it anymore.
It's a chance to draw attention to some current event or something while playing sailor,
Right.
while doing your dance, while doing whatever.
Huh.
So all these things about war, about migrant boats, about CARICOM and Haiti, you know, about the forex
About the US dollar.
problem, they all had pieces,
Right.
you know, things in the headlines,
Right.
so to speak.
This is a piece. This is down the end there as well. I was talking about where he put
Oh yeah,
Israel
yeah. So
drone
the use
in
of
the tail.
drones
Yeah.
in war, which is something fairly new, I think.
Right.
Use of drones.
Hmm.
I don't know how drones, whether drones direct bombs. I don't know how it works.
Right.
But
Now, is this a headpiece and a sailor as
yes,
well?
it's a
Okay.
drone on a sailor hat.
Okay. Okay. It's a drone and a
Drone on a
sailor hat.
sailor hat.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gestural. But you did a lot in terms of some of the works that we know because we've been to the Archbishop. Is it his home or it's the office?
Oh, it
But
is.
that whole series that you did?
Yeah, those are very large paintings, about 6 by 10 feet
Yeah.
each,
Hmm.
and those are prints.
Okay.
But he so liked the series
Right.
that he had these prints made, and he has them up in the
Right. Right. Yeah.
Archbishop's house.
Yeah. We were
Yeah,
down there. We got a chance to look at that as well.
that also has social observation in it.
Hmm.
They're not religious works at all.
Right.
So
We like the series a lot.
playing with.
Yeah. Uh, in, ter- in terms of go ahead.
No, no, no.
In terms of see, sorry. Yeah, in terms of where we could see more of your work other than here, where can I direct people to see more of your work as well?
A lot of my work is in sketch pads,
Yeah,
and I should really show you the sketch
I
pad that
want to see
has
the sketch
the
pads.
preparatory
Let me
drawings
see
for
the sketch
these.
pads. That's what I want to see the sketch
I
pads.
have over
I see some more of
200
his work.
sketch pads
Oh,
with some 9,000 sketches in them.
yeah,
And I also, for for decades I've been doing outdoor watercolor paintings, landscapes, seascapes
Uh-huh.
by the hundreds.
You
I,
just don't quit, do you?
eh?
This is your thing. You don't quit it. Every corner I see it sketching somewhere during Carnival. So
Yeah. Well, it's my life. It's
it
my,
is, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I mean, for example, my brother and somebody got together and they took some of my sketches from my sketch pads of panyards and they did prints.
Uh-huh.
They did prints on Jersey. So that's their project.
Right, right.
You know, I can't get involved in that.
No, no.
You know,
To commercialize for
so
you.
that's what you're seeing here. And they even had T-shirts made with some of my sketches.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Looking at that.
so all of this here
Mm-hmm.
are the preparatory sketches
For what we see out there.
for what we see out there
Yeah.
with notes. You know, SS military, unitary, forex,
Right.
budget. You know, just making notes.
Yeah.
So I work
I
out
love
the.
your gestural lines. It's so almost like new descending the staircase over here. It's like new, new.
Futuristic.
Yeah, they look
Futuristic.
futuristic. It's all new
What's his
descending the
name
staircase.
again? Who did that?
Marshall Deshawn. Yeah, yeah.
So I would work out generally my composition movements here
Yeah.
in a rough way. Yeah. Right.
Yes, how it's gonna, because you have to
Yeah.
kind of have an idea
A
as to how much could
continuity
fit,
and
yeah,
so on.
on one panel.
And only when I am satisfied that I have something,
Right.
you know, would I start to work on the big
Right.
on
Yeah.
the big thing. Not following this in any precise exact way. Eh?
No, right,
This
right.
is just to guide me.
And this actually looks like an abstract piece right here.
Yeah. But of course I know what's
No, no, you
I
know
know
what it
what's
is.
there.
For me, it's abstraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all kind of notes I make. Acronyms, property tax, salary, you name it.
Right. Very
Flag
nice.
woman, this, that. So, and this is how it grows. On and on and on.
These are just amazing. Just amazing.
Well, you know, I get an idea for a headpiece or something, a sailor headpiece. I would.
But what I notice is that you work a lot in pen and not.
Right. Well, yeah. Because I don't want to get involved in the color at this stage.
Right.
I just want the composition, movement idea.
Right.
To be good.
Well, I was saying pen in the sense that the line that you put on is the line that you have to commit to. It's not going to be erased or
no.
Yeah.
But I'll feel my way. Huh? Yeah. There might be 10 lines here, not two, not one. You know.
Exactly. Until you get the right one.
And of course, the increasingly unsteady hand doesn't help, but.
Or maybe it helps.
Well, to give a look.
Make more fluid curve lines.
Yeah. So that's how it goes.
This is
and it evolves. So I'm gonna get an idea for King. They say AI, robot, forex, King War, fake news.
I see I have a page here with Juve 2026 already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, just a thing.
This is very good, very great work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as always, when I see you sketching and stuff, obviously I posted you one time sketching, and I always wonder how it would turn out, because I will have to move on often, but now I'm seeing.
Oh, how it turn out? No,
look
well,
at that. Oh my gosh,
if you see me,
amazing, guys.
if you
Yeah,
had seen me sketching in the Panyard,
yeah,
for example,
right.
they
And
would be like, they would start off something like these here.
mm-hmm.
But
And look like
when I come home and I apply a little wash to it,
So
and
using a little bit of gouache or something.
no, just wash with ink and a
Okay,
little
okay,
brush.
okay, okay, okay.
smudge the ink.
Yeah,
Right, 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 right. Then you
to
end up
give it more.
depth and
Yeah,
three dimensionality, huh?
yeah. But
Yeah,
in the panya, they'll be quite rough and loose
yeah.
and so on.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Midnight rubber, huh? Yeah. So I mean, it's so wonderful to see all these works together because I've seen so much of your work, but not all. And it stretches all around the corner. We walk for days. I was just saying that when I see the work and I have to walk all these murals, I could only imagine because I'm just walking and I'm tired. So I could imagine creating it, being
Well,
being able to keep up and create all this work
like
is,
everything else,
yeah,
you day by day, and it
yeah,
grows and it grows and it evolves and it grows, and the
yeah,
next thing you know, you have something
yeah,
big.
larger, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
Right, this was such a treat, and I really thank you, Jackie, for giving us the time
oh,
to,
my pleasure,
yeah,
my
take a look
pleasure.
at the work that you do and get into some of the bottom of it. I've never seen all these sketches, so now I get a chance to see that, and we all got a chance to see that. So it's great. What a quiet, nice, quiet neighborhood as well
It's a
to
quiet
create.
street.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Really.
and it's off a main street. The
Yeah,
main street is busy, but the residential side streets are quiet.
yeah, very quiet, very
So
quiet,
far, so far,
very peaceful, very
so
quiet.
far.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
glad for that.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. All right, Jackie. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, guys. We got a chance to see what Jackie Hinkson is doing. And we got
Oh,
a chance to see what Jackie Hinkson is doing, and in terms of the work, he's been working for such a long time and has accomplished so much in the arts. And I'm so proud to even be in his presence because I've seen his work. And as a fellow artist, I just always admire his lines, his gestural work. You can see from his sketches, it's all gestural from the sketching all the way to the painting. His gestural lines, it just draws you in to the comments that is Trinidad and Tobago. That is, it's a sort of action, the creativity that's Trinidad and Tobago. So he embodies all of that in one painting, and I think that's just amazing to see, and the colors and everything like that. So, guys, I thank you very much, Anita, and yeah, we have to see more because we do so much in this country other than whining. We have a lot of different skills, and hopefully, we here at Gartsy we could highlight some of these skills and grow our culture to appreciating all the people that help to make this happen. Because Jackie is helping to make it happen in a way of illustrating, documenting our past and our present, and hopefully the future could enjoy it. So thank you guys for joining me on this short live. I know it's long, but it's short for us, right? Because we do 12 hours and stuff like that before. And don't forget to subscribe, like the content, and hopefully we catch you on the next live, okay? From St. Anne's, Port of Spain, Trinidad, we are out. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.